trespass on sacred ground, human. The angry earth do not want you here. I hope you have good cause. You tread on what was once hallowed ground, human. Whatever your purpose coming here, it is misguided. Go back to your... No surprise. Your kind are always speaking, never listening. That is why so few of you can hear the whispers of the angry earth. You say you've come to see me, but I see only darkness dwelling behind your eyes. The actions of your kind have already tainted this place. So, what purpose have you now? You are wasting your time and mine. It is the evil of your kind that slowly spreads across the land, poisoning everything. This fountain, once a source of life and power, now fouled. The flow of Azoth that once fed the fountain has become blocked, undoubtedly by the crimson plague that's overcome the nearby mine. Very well. If you can destroy whatever vile cankers have grown in the mine, we will hear your request. Otherwise, be gone.
I have not seen your face around Everfall before. Tread carefully, adventurer. Danger lurks outside of the settlement. The kind that can take what you value most. So you best keep your wits about you. Then again, you seem to be more aware of the danger that menaces us. Yes, that vile, despicable evil spreading without end. Canary Mine is swarming with the wretches, who need to be put down. I happen to have some poison in my possession. If you sow it on their lands, they will suffer. The earth of Canary Mine will yield no more for the corrupted. Good. Let them starve. Let them feel the sting of privation.
The Earth's secret ways, once again, overcoming all. But your support will not be forgotten. We are grateful for your role in restoring the fountain. But you should know that the angry Earth is capable of defending itself against corruption. Our secrets belong to us alone, but we have been known to offer some boons to those who prove to be our loyal allies. You have done your part, so I will hear what you came here to say. But I warn you, I have no sympathy for the plight of humans in the battle against corruption. It is not our fight. Do you even realize how much you ask? How much your kind has already taken? The angry Earth will want to know the truth. Do you plan to use this seed to fight corruption? You are honest, aren't you? Good. We loathe deceit. Perhaps on that account I will make your request. But tell me, do you know why humans fall to corruption, but the angry Earth does not? Because corruption's power feeds the ego, your kind's great weakness. Angry Earth has no ego, and that is how it offers protection. Try this tincture recipe. I believe it will help you. There now. That will afford you some protection, whether or not your request for the seed is granted. I communed with the elements while you were away, but they have not yet given an answer. Your sincerity has impressed me. That is the only reason we are still speaking. But I think it will take more than sincerity to earn the trust of the angry earth. The Ebonbrock caverns nearby are overrun with the corrupted. While they may pose no direct threat to the angry earth, they are a scourge on the land. You alone could not hope to achieve that. No. Destroy as many as you can, and see if you can discover the source of this most recent incursion. I suspect they are looking for something.
I assume you informed the captain of the guard about the corruption, and he did nothing. Typical. Everfall is blind to anything that doesn't glitter. Then they are fools. Corruption is real. It is here, and it will take so much more from us than we could ever expect. I've stared into the face of that evil. I know what must be done. Take the poison to Ebonrock Cavern and Ebonrock Quarry. Seed it in the earth as you did before. We don't have the strength to reclaim those places, but I'll be damned before I let the corrupted use them.
This island throngs with such sources of power. I will find them all to fortify our cause. The cause of humanity.
Your arrogance will be your end. You will join us or be drained of life. Your
resist the god, but you have seen the truth and the vision. Please, waste no more time resisting. Seize your birthright and join me.
It is done. All my poison has been used, and it will take months to create a new batch. I thought... I thought it would quell the rage. But I don't feel any different. Spare me your pity. I dispensed with pity long ago, for myself and for the corrupted. There's no place for it in this cruel world. If you're still keen on destroying corruption, go back to the settlement and update Huntsman Lee with our progress. He will want to know what we've done. Odnell Lee is a friend. He may play every political side in Everfall, but he has proven trustworthy when it counts. Go speak to him.
My companion has told me all that transpired in the cavern. Not even I knew of the shrine the angry earth harbored there. That they have succeeded in corrupting it is troubling beyond measure. I did. I prefer to believe this an anomaly, but precautions must be taken. I must visit the Mother Well and commune with the primal spirits there. Return to your instructor. Convey to him that our gift, and the reprieve that comes with it, is not without condition. Should your kind abuse it, we will visit our wrath upon you. It grants what your kind lacks, a connection to the earth itself. You have what you came for, so be grateful. This will strengthen your soul against the evil that seeks to claim it. Now be gone, human.
relief to see you return. Though my heart trembles to harbor hope again, it's too late to turn back. You were able to get a living seed of the Angry Earth then. I'm not surprised. The Angry Earth are not our allies by any stretch of the imagination, but you seem to have quite a knack for persuasion. We have but one component of our conduit. Vital though it may be, we must now craft the staff that will contain it. Through it, you will draw on the power of your own soul to destroy corruption where it stands. Yes, the relationship between Azoth and the soul is complex, but it is this dynamic that gives a soul warden the strength. When focused through an Azoth staff, it can perform many wonders. We will start with the haft. The trees from which they were once carved no longer grow on Eternum. The only way is to find one of the hafts we hid away as the days darkened. The ancient ruins of Canis contain such a cache. I fear that is a question none remain to answer. The ancients disappeared thousands of years ago. We simply used the ruins to find sanctuary from the corrupted. In some cases, it worked. Let us hope Canis is one of them. Well, now, it's been an age since I laid eyes on one of these. It brings back many memories. Not all of them painful, either. For the next component of the Azoth staff, you must acquire one of our consecrated crosspieces. It will be tricky, however, as there are certainly none of these just lying about in an old chest. Yes, you may need to be resourceful. To the west, you will find the ancient structure that houses the forge. It was used by the Soul Warden Order even before my time. So, you may still find materials scattered throughout. Mind you, tread lightly, young one. Such places belong to the past, and the past has a habit of fighting back on this island. I see you managed it after all. A fine crosspiece. Almost as fine as Forge Master Ezra once made. Did you have any trouble? Ezra? It stands to reason that he would remain at his forge even after the light left him. He never did let it go cold. I am sure he would be pleased with your work. I fear there is little time to prepare you for what approaches. While you were away, I met a traveler who spoke of corrupted coming down from the north. I suspect they are driven on by the same vice that plagues your mind. I do not know. The traveler said the corrupted rally around something called the Tempest, a being they worship like a god. If this is the same being that haunts you, I fear your soul may be in great peril. No, other than maybe to give us a greater sense of urgency. But this is a momentous occasion. You are ready to forge your Azoth staff, and the Soul Wardens will soon be born anew. I cannot go. You must do this alone. It will require the sacrifice of part of your soul. Place the pieces of the staff on the ancient altar near the shattered obelisk. Then brace yourself. I will be with you in spirit.
Wood and metal cannot grow, but an ideal endures, and even in small defeats, I step closer to my victory.
Welcome back. And look at you, still as fresh as a newborn babe. Most aspiring soul wardens return looking at least a little pale. You must have extra soul to spare. I have had time to give our predicament some thought. While we now possess an Izoth staff, it is but a beginning, and even armed with such an implement, we too are no bulwark against corruption. I think so. Go back to Oxborough. Shout from the rooftops. Bang pots and pans if you must. Rally their men and women at arms to meet the armies coming their way. You hold their only hope for salvation. I must make preparations. The hardest part of becoming a soul warden is still ahead, my young friend. Rally the city against the corrupted in the north, and then meet me in the southern ruins. Then you can become a true soul warden. If you still wish it.
Wait, you're saying that Tekla did what to the mines? Oh my. I have a terrible feeling this is about Audrey. Audrey Kelleher of Kelleher Farmstead. She and Tekla were close. Closer than close, really. They were together until Audrey was killed by Corrupted and just never came back. Poor Tekla still visits the farmstead, haunting it like a ghost.
someone in this foppish little city I can have a decent conversation with? Come on over. Have a minute with your friend Grace. I've been poking around town, collecting gossip from all these fine lords and ladies. I might stay a while. There's a lot of coin changing hands around here, let me tell you. This town is much older than it looks. Believe it or not, it was the bleeding Roman legions that first made it into a proper village. But it soon became a trading hub for all sorts. The crossroads of Eternum. And so it was. People coming from all over to buy and sell, and the gold in the town's coffers piled up. The trade barons ran the place for profit. No kings, no queens, and no messing. Each of the town's factions had its own enforcers, and for a while that seemed to work. But it was only a matter of time until vice and greed turned to violence. Fighting broke out in the streets, and the whole town burned down. But coin has a way of fixing things fast. Out of the ashes, the town of Oxborough came to life. The trade barons built it back, bigger, stronger, and more profitable than ever. And word is it's been smooth sailing ever since. Even when the corruption spread across the land centuries ago, Oxborough was still sitting pretty. These days, coin's flowing like never before, but the trade barons hoard their wealth from the shadows. It may be tricky, but there's a fortune to be made here, and Grace O'Malley won't be leaving until she gets her share. So now you know what I've been up to. What about you? I see that fancy new staff you're toting around. What do you plan to do with that? I thought enough red-eyed rotters on the beach. If you get in a jam, I've got your back. But I'm not enlisting in that crusade. These fine folks seem to think they haven't a problem in the world beyond a shortage of herbs. You might try the constable. That's the one. She's a former Roman legionnaire. And you didn't hear it from me, but I hear her husband's gone missing. She might listen.
Hello, my busy friend. The signs are good today. I feel quite certain today's the day Centurion Mesha will finally return home. Corrupted? That's preposterous. He's battled the demon hordes more times across the centuries than I can count. Besides, I would have seen the signs. I've heard the reports, of course. Corrupted in some isolated spots in North Everfall. But they're not massing for an attack. All the signs are good. Now you sound like my husband, always skeptical. He'll return soon. For now, try Captain Dubois. Perhaps he can spare some soldiers for you.
A fine day to you, traveler. I trust your meeting with the constable was mutually beneficial? Was there anything I can offer you to support your interests? Oh, well, I've heard the reports, and I salute your courage in battling the Crimson Menace. That staff appears to be a formidable weapon. Unfortunately, I cannot send soldiers to join you on your mission. Every available guardsman is deployed now in an effort to combat the current crisis. Why, you haven't heard? Impossible! There's a devastating shortage of herbs. Many of our wealthier citizens depend on such herbs for happiness and health. The herbalist who normally caters to our city is named Ao, but he hasn't made an appearance in months. We've sent search parties. For Oxborough, it is a crisis of the highest order. So by all means, your campaign gets my full moral support. But do look out for How. Good luck!
Oh, you have a heart of gold, good traveler. I would stay and chat, but I'm urgently needed elsewhere, and Hal always provides. Do you see this? Or are you just going to walk on by like everyone else? Huh, these roads are supposed to be safe. What dark times these must be for people to just turn away from a poor innocent merchant who's been waylaid by rabid wolves. Oh no, the wolves were vicious and slobbery, but they didn't get any of the good stuff. I just need someone to help right me cart. Do I look like a lumberjack? Or some muscle-bound warrior who can lift a heavy weight with their pinky finger? I need help here. Finally, someone with a heart. Help me out here and I'll see you richly rewarded in Oxborough. I've got friends there in high places, I do. Oh, you have a heart of gold, good traveler.
These foul corrupted will suffer as I have. I'm sure they can still feel pain. I'm sure they can howl with anguish. So, Lee told you about Audrey. Yes, this is for her. She was killed in her own home and never came back. I don't know why this happened. Only that it forever changed the trajectory of my life. I searched for weeks, but she never returned to me, and no one could find any trace of her. Defeating the corrupted that did this to her won't bring her back, but I don't care. I want those monsters to feel even a sliver of my pain.
destiny of this island is already decided. Do you not see it? The weak shall succumb, and the strong shall prevail. Raise your fist against the crimson storm, but it is a force of nature and destiny. Join the tempest and be the storm.
So, the lieutenants have been defeated. Good. They deserve much worse. But this will suffice for now. What are you holding? Could it be... I thought the locket was lost forever. Thank you for finding it. Oh, my Audrey. Oh, that locket reminds me of happier days. Days when we would go to Meadow Lake Fishery to gather her favorite flowers and watch the sun set across the water. No, it is too painful. But if you find yourself heading in the direction of Meadow Lake Fishery, perhaps you could gather a bouquet for her. No matter where she is, what became of her, I think Audrey would like that. Your willingness to help a stranger has taught me much. It's not just about hating the corrupted. It's about loving the living while you can. You have been a balm to my weary heart. But I need some time alone. Lee must be worried sick by now. You can go put his mind at ease. Not today. But perhaps tomorrow. Or the day after that. You needn't worry about me. You've done enough, and I promise not to forget your kindness.
You're back. You must have done something incredible to soothe the tempest in Tikla's heart. Losing Audrey nearly destroyed her. And I felt so damn helpless watching it happen. Thank you. Because of you, I didn't lose another friend.
I can't believe it. Is it really them?
Herbs and spices for everyone! Hero House to the rescue! I can't believe it. Oxborough survives its greatest threat yet.
I told you these people are something else. Got their heads in the clouds. I've never met a herbalist as popular as your Mr. How. But maybe they weren't picking the right herbs. You and I know the truth, don't we? Herbalist How may get all the glory, but you're the one who did the work. You're the real hero. Nah, you'd be a fool if you did. Flying your flag everywhere is just an invitation for trouble. You and the old codger are more my sort of people.
How made it back, and with all his goods intact. This is marvelous. One less thing to worry about. I feel confident this will sort itself out. Hal's return is such an auspicious occasion. I must believe that Centurion Mesha will return very soon now.